I'm Whitney.
And I'm Amy, and this is Midlife.
Which you're anything but mid.
Yeah, you are. Mid-moment. I have one.
Okay, what?
I have one.
Oh, no.
As I watch our videos back,
Oh, no.
I have a fucking turkey neck.
Dude.
And I don't know if it's this angle. I don't know what it is. In all our videos, I have this. And
I have a little double chin. But
do we need to raise our camera angle? Like,
it
what's
is low.
the deal? It is a little low. It is a little.
It probably
low. Okay,
would
I'll
help.
make it higher, but I don't know.
Do it right now.
I literally was like, I want to tape this back, like, and then I thought, should I get a thread like she has? Like, what's going on here?
What's going on?
But you don't have a double chin.
Look.
Do I have a turkey neck?
No.
You're supposed to
that's
say,
what I'm
and
about
you
to say.
don't
That's what
have
I was
a
about to
turkey
say.
neck.
You're looking at you, and I'm looking at me. And then the people that are watching aren't noticing either one of us.
Really?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
We are our own worst enemies. But yeah, I'm not noticing your stuff. I'm looking at my stuff.
I think you always look really cute.
Oh, well, thank you. I think you look cute.
You don't have a turkey neck, so I'm just like, lucky you.
Well, I don't see it, so I don't know.
Well,
but
watch the
I
video
have
back.
those moments all the time where I'm looking at myself and I'm just like, just yesterday, because I got back from this, I went on a river cruise in France.
That's so
And
cool.
it was super
the
fun.
Seine or
The Rhone.
The Rhone. I thought that
Yes.
was in Germany or something.
It might be as well.
Cool.
I don't know geography.
I don't either.
But I was in France.
Shit, I
and
thought
was on the
Peru. I'm
Rhone.
going to Peru. I thought it was on the clear other side of the South America.
Oh, yeah. See, I thought it was close to Spain.
I thought Lima was on the Atlantic. You thought it was close to Spain.
I think I'm getting it confused with Portugal.
It is in South America, not Europe. Yes, you
Well,
are.
I never claimed
Isn't
to
there
be
there's something in
geography
Portugal?
major. Lima?
Lisbon.
Oh, Lisbon. Yeah. Lima is Peru, Lisbon. See, it could happen.
It could happen. Anyway, you were saying something.
And I forgot. So there's my
I'm
mid-moment.
sorry.
No, I do that to you all
Okay.
the time. Oh, I was just going to say, looking at my face, the river cruise room it was covered in mirrors because they're really small.
Right.
And so they try to make it look bigger. But you cannot escape every angle of yourself.
You better get that lighting dialed in.
And there,
You know what I'm saying?
The lighting, that I do think you do a great job with our lighting.
Thanks. Well, it's been a work in progress, and I've got some new lights behind us. They're a little brighter.
I think you're killing it
so-
on the lighting. We just maybe need to raise the camera up.
Maybe.
Our little buddy.
I know.
But I'm constantly, we're our own worst enemies.
Yes, we are.
So you have to be really careful.
That's right. That's
not
right.
to-
You do.
Not to
you
go
do.
down that path.
I know, but man, I've been obsessing over my neck a little
I've
bit.
been
so I'm
thinking
trying
about
to-
a facelift again.
Fuck me. Me too. Fuck.
At least you've already gotten your consultation. But then I'm like,
Oh.
why? Why do I have to buy into that? And then I'm like, I'm going to buy into it.
Well, this flows right into a study that I read that I wanted to
okay.
share with you. So it was from BBC Science Focus magazine.
Okay.
And it was 8 bad habits shortening your life.
Ooh.
And I thought, oh, this has got to be
I already
like
know what number 1 is.
what?
Drinking.
Drinking was not even on the fucking list.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be stuff like that.
Yeah. What
It's
was
not. The first 4 all went with stuff you're talking about.
Oh, really?
However, one of those is kind of what we were just talking
negative
about.
self-talk.
Ignoring strangers
Oh.
and not interacting with the world around you. Big one. I thought that was fascinating. Being stuck in a toxic relationship. So basically being
yeah.
unhappy with your
and
relationships.
in a fight or flight state
Yeah.
constantly.
Feeling old, which is a mindset shift, right? So here we are talking about this. That's what reminded me, right?
Yeah.
We're feeling old. And I'm always talking about this on social media, not feeling old. Everything's relative.
Yeah,
But still.
it's very difficult to stop comparing your younger self to who you are now. I'm still straddling the line. And I think, I've heard like you hit 60 or whatever and you just kind of let go. And you're just like, I don't need to chase that anymore, but I'm still kind of chasing it.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
is exhausting.
Yeah,
and
it is.
upsetting. Yeah.
It is. I tried to write these down to share with you, but the next one I just wrote staying in. Staying in your house, not getting out. That's right. I was like,
right.
staying in
in.
what?
Yeah.
Staying in your house.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
not getting out, which
Yes.
is a lot of what you've been talking about on
and
these.
it gets easier to do that now that you have your phone. I'll be quite honest with you. This morning I was up at 7:30 and I tried to have my quiet time, but then I got on my phone and I started playing games. I play like crossplay and Wordle and all that.
Oh, yeah.
2 hours later,
Fuck, are you serious?
I'm still on there.
You played that for 2 hours and didn't realize.
Crossplay is
What
like
is crossplay?
It's like Scrabble. It's kind of like Words with Friends, and you can play it with your friends or you can play it
Well,
with
I
the
wanna
computer.
play.
It is a time suck because when you
shit.
play with the computer gives you the next word right away, so you can be constantly playing.
Yes.
Whereas if it's with another person, they might not get back to you right away.
I play on flights. I play
hours.
Scrabble, and I play against the computer, so it's just really
I'll
fast.
invite you to crossplay.
Oh, I want to play.
Oh, Lord.
But damn, 2 hours, right? And so that's staying
it's a
in,
time
right?
suck.
That's
yeah,
like,
and you think you're connected, but really you're very disconnected. All right, keep going.
well, anyway, those were the first 4, and I was like, whoa. But I knew you were going to ask about the other ones. The other ones were not flossing. Apparently, that's a big one.
Oral hygiene.
You don't floss?
I get into phases of flossing.
No, I've flossed religiously.
I know you're a very great
in fact, I
flosser.
told
You've
Gigi,
told me.
my 17, my floss
You
flex.
floss.
I know. I am a big flosser. I saw this commercial when I was like 12 years old. It was running in the afternoon cartoons and reruns and stuff. And it was this older lady. Maybe you remember it. She's like, I started flossing when I was 17. And I was like, mental note, I'll start flossing when I was 17. So I did.
Oh, that's funny.
And
I did not see that commercial.
I will
and
floss
did not
drunk.
start flossing at 17. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like trying to get my big fat hands in my tiny mouth and in the back.
What are you talking
like
about?
I can't reach it. And then I was doing those little ones, but then when I did my episode on oral hygiene, you're not supposed to use the same piece
use the
of
same
floss.
one. It's gross.
And so it's just a lot. And then I thought, I'll water floss. And then I gave up on that because I never cleaned my water flosser. And then I was like, I'm sure it's gross in there.
Oh, wow.
I know. I need to do better. I truly believe that
It could be shortening your life.
I'm sure I am.
You're all about longevity. Fucking floss.
I have big hands and a tiny mouth.
You don't. Let me see your
Very
hand
small.
right now. Oh my God, your hand is so much smaller than mine.
What are you talking about? They're equal.
I don't know. Well, I can fit mine in my mouth. You can do it. You can do it. It's muscle
I know.
memory.
I'll do better. It's starting today.
I didn't like this one. Snacking. Snacking can be shortening your life.
Oh, you know why? Because of like intermittent fasting, they say is for longevity.
It's just said eating between meals, and like I'm sure it's related to like insulin and all this other stuff. Not balancing on one leg. So like working on your balance.
Yeah.
If you're not working on your balance, you could be shortening your life.
Yes, because if you fall, that's when something bad happens.
That's right. And this one's cool. Cutting out caffeine can shorten your life. So you want to drink caffeine.
Oh, interesting.
It can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. And I may actually, that part was really interesting from the brain health standpoint. So I may put that out on social media.
Yeah.
But I
I
just
will
thought that
have
was super
one
interesting.
cup of coffee in the morning.
Oh, not me. I will have more than that.
Really?
And then I went over to a friend's yesterday, and she was like, it was 3 p.m., and she was like, do you want a cup of coffee? And I was like, yes, I do. But it was decaf. But it was like placebo. And there's a minuscule amount.
Well,
and
now-
I felt great. And I was
Okay.
like, maybe I need to do this a little bit
Do
more.
you do K-cups or do you do like French press or like something?
I do drip. I
do
do
the
drip.
drip?
I do old school, like
And so
drip.
you have a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
And then
love it.
I can already feel the pleasure.
Oh my
that you
God.
get
I'll go to
from
bed
having
looking
your
forward
coffee.
to it. I love it.
And what is the coffee? Like, is it a
I'm
special
using
coffee?
right now Dutch Bros, the original. I really like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you put anything in your coffee?
I'm embarrassed to admit that I do use some
Vanilla creamer or
some
something?
creamer that's flavored. Yeah. And that's probably the unhealthiest thing that I do.
But you get pleasure from that ritual.
It might be the best part of my day. It makes me so
Oh,
happy.
that makes me sad. I
fucking
don't
love
coffee. I need
I thought you
something-
were sad because it was the
No,
best
I'm
part
sad
of my
that I
day.
don't have something that brings me that much joy.
A
glass
it
of
brings
wine.
me so much joy.
Interesting.
I love it.
I love the ritual.
Sometimes I want to
of
get
it.
up earlier just
can
to
have more
enjoy
coffee.
my coffee time. And I've still got some sitting right here too, but yeah, it's over for the day.
Not necessarily.
No, it is.
There are no
I stop
rules.
at 11. I don't I
You
don't
could do
consume
decaf.
caffeine past 11.
So, do you drink an entire pot of coffee?
No, I don't. I make a whole pot.
Yeah.
And then I might drink half.
I can't even finish my 1 cup of coffee.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
It's a real joy in life, so
I'm going to do better.
do
I'm
better,
going to floss
Whitney.
and I'm going to make a pot of coffee.
Oh, God, you're going to be just like me.
I am. I'm morphing into you.
Well, what's on deck today?
Well, first of all, I read something that I was wondering if you'd heard about it.
Okay.
As far as like health. Have you heard of house burping?
Yes, I have. It is opening your windows and stuff and letting the pressure out of your house.
Yes.
I don't like the term, frankly.
I think it's a hilarious term. There's a German term or
Yeah.
a Dutch term or something, but I just caught on to. I don't think it's that, specifically related or whatever. But anyway, it means house burping. But yeah, I thought it was very interesting because everything, like our furniture is emitting chemicals. We're burning candles. We've got technology stuff,
Isn't it just like airing it out?
Yeah, it's airing it out every day.
Every day?
You should do it about 10 to 15 minutes every day. And
Wow.
you do a cross, like you have to have a window on one side and a door, like you do that cross wind thing or whatever.
Interesting.
But we live in Texas and it's freaking hot.
Yeah, and then bugs fly
And then I
in.
don't have screens on windows. I do on my kitchen window.
I don't.
But if I open a door and open a window, then it's just mosquito city, bug city.
And it's hot. I don't know.
But there's a lot of I probably have a lot of stale air.
But what does this do for you?
It cleans out your air. It's almost like an air filter.
But we have a Dyson.
Well, that also works.
I have
But
two
the
Dysons.
fresh air. But then I wonder, how fresh is the air outside? Like, I question that.
True.
Anyway, I thought it was interesting. And
is.
I do love the idea, if we lived in a different climate, of having the windows and doors open and it's fresh air and a breeze. But that's not what's happening
I do love that. Yeah.
in Austin, Texas.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, I'm glad you've heard about it. You're way up on the trends.
I guess I am. I'm really
we
not.
are finishing up my 5-part series, The Max Life Protocol, real science behind a real life.
Way to go.
Today's the last day.
Okay.
So we spent the last few weeks mapping out the ultimate life upgrade using Arthur Brooks as our professor. He's a Harvard scientist and he's studied happiness and the meaning of life. So he's very well versed, and I've been telling you all of the things that you would learn if you read his books.
I love it. Good.
So let's look at what we've covered so far.
Okay.
In part 1, we talked about the first and second curve, pivoting from the grind and, the soldier mentality to wisdom and leadership of the second curve, the general, right? And in part 2, we audited and diversified our happiness portfolio. We named the 4 pillars. Do you remember what they were?
Community. I forgot.
That's all right. Faith,
Oh, yeah.
family,
Oh, yeah.
friends and community, and work. Right? Those
Okay.
are the 4 pillars in our happiness portfolio. And then we discovered the macronutrients for that portfolio that you feed into those pillars. It's enjoyment, satisfaction, purpose. You have to have those 3 things. All right. In part 3,
That was a good one. I like that.
we purged our transactional deal friends and we made room for the deep, life-saving real friends.
Yeah.
And in part 4, we practiced epistemic humility, and we learned how to turn down the volume on our loud ego.
Pivot protocol.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh.
I just edited that.
Oh.
Well, recently edited it. So I
was like, oh my gosh, you remembered. Now we need to know, how do we actually live this out on a random Tuesday?
Okay.
So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to put it into your daily life.
Okay.
Arthur Brooks has this great mantra for the second half of life.
Oh, I love a mantra.
Use things, love people, and worship the divine.
Use things, love people,
and worship the divine. So you don't worship things, you don't use people, You know, you don't use the divine, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so I really like that. Use things, love people, and worship the divine. So to actually pull that off, we really have to prioritize the intrinsic motivations instead of the extrinsic rewards.
Okay.
So, like, we need to value learning and service and put our time and energy into that instead of money, power, success. Because I think you and I both have that experience. We realize that those things don't, when you don't have any money, you tend to be like, oh, well, when I have money, I'm going to be happy.
Well, it's that difference between what you're really valuing. Like, oh, I want money so I can have a nice house. But really, your value isn't the nice house. It is the security and safety that you feel from a stable environment
Correct.
that feels good to you. So, like, you know what? It's getting past that outward marker value and getting down to what really mattered, the real value.
Right. And what I have realized through my own studying and stuff is that if you're trying to control external things, like how much money I'm going to make and how successful and what people think of me, you're never going to reach any form of happiness. You have to be, the only thing that we have any control over is the inside.
Truth.
And so my thoughts, my actions, my belief system, those are the things that I have control over. And that if I put time and energy into those things, it's all going to work out. I could be making, minimum wage, but because I value the work that I'm doing, I still feel satisfied. Or, I think a lot of people in my world as a widow, one of the things that we will tell ourselves is, I just need to find another partner and then everything's going to be okay. I'm going to be happy. But you can't put that on a partner. Like,
no.
You have to find, I just read something recently and it was something like, oh, I'm going to fuck it up. The bee doesn't make the flower bloom. The flower blooms and the bee comes.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. I thought that was a good analogy. You bloom. Let's all bloom. And then the things that are meant for you will come, but you're already blooming.
Right.
Like, stop trying to wait for something to bloom you.
That's the paradox. It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
They
it's
think
not
they need
easy.
it, and then,
Yep. They think that happiness is like a milestone. I'll be happy when I get this promotion, when I get this amount of money in the bank. But that's the trap, because those things are constantly changing. And I've heard just from listening to other people and their interviews, they thought, oh, when I made this amount of money or when I got this promotion, I thought I will have made it, and all I was emptier, because they never did any of the other work.
And it's so hard to listen to that too, because you're like, well, give me $10 million and then I'll see. Let's see. But
it makes things easier. This is the one thing my mom would say. She's like, money doesn't necessarily, because we're talking about money, money doesn't necessarily make you happy, but it definitely makes things easier.
Oh, it alleviates stress.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we just had like a spate of broken cars.
Oh,
and,
right.
I wasn't stressed because we had enough savings to help figure, and I had a warranty for one of them, thank God.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it alleviated that stress, because otherwise you're just like super fucking stressed.
But that is not the same as having an underlying feeling of happiness or peace. That still is just circumstantial.
Right, it is. You're right.
What we're trying to get is a steady foundation of just peace and satisfaction. Okay. And then when something comes, it's like the analogy of your life is a roller coaster. And most of us are literally riding on the roller coaster. The goal is to be standing on the ground, grounded, watching the ups and downs, but we're level.
Okay. Is that kind of the theme of today?
That was just, well, no, the theme of today is to take everything that was a Whitney Straup.
I love it.
Little lesson. But for today, it's about taking the things that Arthur Brooks has been sharing with us over the last, several weeks and applying it into your everyday life.
Cool.
So I was just kind of talking about mentally where you need to be. Happiness is not an outcome. It's your portfolio. And the happiest people have three things in perfect balance: enjoyment, satisfaction, and meaning. And just to back up, I'll remind you, enjoyment is pleasure plus 2 critical human upgrades: communal connection and mindfulness. So aware of it. Okay. So you said something at the beginning about on your list about talking to strangers or whatever. When it's interesting that you said that. When I was in France this last time, I made an effort to really connect with people on the trip, not just in my little group, but out in the world. And I started documenting it on my stories.
You did. I saw it.
Yeah, I was introducing people, my people, to the people I was meeting on the trip, and it really made it so much more fun for me to like talk to our waiter and find out his story. And he's lived in this small town his entire life, but he's meeting all these great people and he has great plans. And, you know, or our sweet little Uber driver who I didn't even document. He was a newlywed and he dropped us off at this restaurant that was at the top of a mountain in Lake Annecy. And there was a thunderstorm coming. And my friend, just as we were getting out, she goes, it took us like 30 minutes to get up there. She was like, is it going to be hard to get an Uber out of here? And he goes, oh yeah, taxis won't come up here at night. And then it's going to be thundering. And we were like, will you come back and get us? Like, what are we going to do? And he said, here's my number. I don't know if I can come back. My wife has got this and that, and I've been working all day, but maybe. Anyway, we tried to get an Uber. No one would. They just kept canceling. And little Waleed, we WhatsApped him, and we were like, please, please. And he said, my wife is telling me I cannot leave you there. I'll be there. I'll be there in 45 minutes. And he drove way up the hill, pouring down rain, and picked us up. And, you know, I got to hear his whole story. But it really made the trip so much more fun because you're really meeting the people in the towns that you're in.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was kind of, it made it more enjoyable for me. Satisfaction is the joy you feel after achieving a goal or overcoming struggle. So it's not just getting through the easy things. You know, you're getting satisfaction from completing something that's difficult, like getting up and going to work out. That's always hard for me.
Me too.
And I'm very satisfied and proud of myself.
Me too.
When I get back. Like, and then purpose, finding meaning in the things that you're doing.
Okay.
All right. So,
those are all intrinsic.
Yeah, those are the 3 things that are in perfect balance and abundance for happy people. And they make an effort to pursue it every single day. And I'm like, oh gosh.
Yes.
I start getting overwhelmed because I'm like, that's stressful. 1 more thing or 3 more things or 1 million more things to add to my day.
No, it's just about training yourself to find the wins.
Exactly. You have to treat your well-being exactly like a retirement account. And you can't just think about it. You have to make daily deposits in all of the pillars with those 3 macronutrients. So he calls it the happiness pension plan. And he says, you know, you have to put deposits in every day. So, for example, faith and transcendence. And we remember, faith doesn't necessarily mean religion or God. It can be nature or art or something that brings you awe and makes you realize that there's something bigger than yourself here. It's not all around you. So it's intentionally standing in awe of something to shrink your daily drama. So like, remember I talk about that meme where it's like, you see the world out in space and then there's a little arrow pointing to you crying in the shower. I love that because it just kind of reminds me, oh yeah, what I'm crying about in the grand scheme of things is not that big of a deal, you know? Anyway, so the daily action for that is to take 15 minutes of uninterrupted silence, meditation, a walk in nature, a shower like I did the other day, without your phone. It's so
simple. Yeah. Without your phone.
Don't pick up your phone. I can't remember the statistic, but we only have a certain amount of dopamine, I think, or serotonin or something.
Those are closely related. So
we only have a certain amount. And if you pick up your phone and start scrolling, you're depleting the amount that you have for the day. So you need to keep that down. Go do something meditative. Sit in awe in some way and that gets you started for the day. 15 minutes.
Sometimes I periodically move where my social media apps are on my phone.
Oh.
And that has helped me sometimes because you just automatically will touch it.
Yeah.
And it's like a habit that is really challenging to break. So when I move it, then I don't go there as quickly.
Right, you don't see it. That's
I'm
smart.
actually at a point where I'm noticing I'm doing it too easily, so I'm going to need to move it again.
It's hard when your business is social media. Like
it's
part of
actually it's been good for me. It's made me more intentional about it.
Oh, good.
Rather than mindless.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I
great.
spend less time.
Well, I like the idea of not having your phone in your room, but because I don't have a landline anymore and I have kids
That's
that
not
live
practical
away,
to me. I have to have it.
I can't do
it. I use it for my white noise and
Yeah.
And like if Justin's traveling or my kids are doing whatever, I'm like, no.
You just have to remember that 15 minutes is not that long. It's okay if you don't grab your phone for 15 minutes. It's about resetting.
What else do you do on your phone in the morning?
I check my email. I check
too.
my bank account balance.
Oh.
I go to, what else do? I check my email. I check my bank account. Those are the first two things.
Yeah.
And then typically I'll have texts or something that I didn't get to last night that I'll look at.
I'll check text messages and emails, and I'm actually, but like I don't need to,
Sometimes,
and I'm getting really good about not opening social media in the morning.
Sometimes I'll wake up with a thought in my head that I'd had in the middle of the night, and I want to know the answer. And so I'll get on
and you'll look
Google
it up.
and I will ask the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I think that's probably its own addiction. Justin, like we went out on a date the other night to dinner and like he wanted to know something and he wanted to know it right then. And he was like, we're asking AI now. And I was like, well, fuck. And so.
Yes, I do it. It is a problem. It is a problem. And I think I even heard something from Arthur Brooks saying no one values boredom anymore, and no one values wonder.
Oh.
You don't sit and wonder. You just immediately find the answer.
We are addicted to knowing the answer.
Yeah. And right then.
Right then.
Yeah. I mean, I've
because
been
I'll
guilty
forget.
of
then
doing it
then
in
I
the
won't
middle
remember.
of the night. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Things that are just stupid. I can't remember one right now, but I do it for the most ridiculous things.
Me too.
All right. So that's deposit one. Sit for 15 minutes, uninterrupted silence or meditation. Do something that brings awe and wonder into your day.
Okay.
Deposit two is your family. Mm-hmm. These are the relationships you didn't choose, but they are the unconditional bedrock of your life. So the daily action would be, and this is easy for me because my sisters and my mom and I are all very close, but you send a text, you make a phone call, you create a point of connection with a family member.
Are you really listening when they talk all the time? Your family member?
Oh,
because Gigi was talking to me yesterday and I realized I wasn't really listening. I was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you on your phone at the same time?
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was just sort of staring at her, thinking about something different because she was going on and on about a bruise.
Right.
She loves it to tell me all the things wrong
that are hurting
with her body.
No, I do think that it has to be, you have to be focused. That's one thing that they always say, I've heard about Tom Cruise, and there are other people in the world that I think have this talent. When they're talking to you, I've never met Tom Cruise, but I've heard this from other people. When he's talking to you, it's like you're the only person in the room.
That's charisma.
And it makes you feel so valued and important that you can't help but, it's like what cult leaders I think have too.
I think my husband has that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that focus.
He has that, and then people think that they're best friends with him.
Right. We talked about that.
And so, but yeah, they say like Bill Clinton had that. Like a lot of
leaders
will have that. So.
Yeah, I think that's a great point because no, I don't listen to everything. Look, we do what we can.
We do. Just like try to pay attention.
But I do. Just yesterday,
I noticed I wasn't paying attention, and then I tried to tune in better. So
just yesterday, I was laying in bed trying to do these practices, and I had this thought of like, and actually, I'll tell you in a minute because it's coming up next actually. So, all right, your family, just a daily action to connect with a family member. It doesn't have to be the aunt that you dislike, it could be your child or, just somebody to create that connection. Deposit 3 is your friendship. And this is what we've been talking about. You keep up with your virtue friends. So again, a non-transactional deposit. Don't reach out to them because you need something from them. Mm-mm. Reach out solely to give something to them.
Or just say hi.
Maybe
you
reference
don't even
an
have to give
joke.
Anything. You could
or
just
pick
say,
up the phone for a 10-minute catch-up.
I was thinking about you.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. No. Business and shop talk are strictly banned, which I think is hard for like you and I. Mm-hmm. Like when we get together, we're going to talk shop.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I found that with my widow friends too. Once we started our podcast, it was all
really
about the podcast. Wow. Yeah. Or I would be like, oh, that would be something good to talk about on the podcast.
Somebody make a note of that.
Yeah. And then deposit 4 is meaningful work. Remember, happy work relies on 2 things: earning your success through effort and serving others. So it's not your job that pays the bills necessarily, unless you're lucky enough to have that work serving other people and giving you success through effort.
Okay.
So at meaningful work, this is what I did yesterday without, I guess it's just seeping in. I woke up yesterday and I didn't have anything on my plate for the day. Like it was completely free.
Oh, God, I love when that happens.
And so I was sitting in bed and I just said, I talked to God and I was just like, okay, God, how can you use me today? What can I do for somebody else? Like I'm
That's
open.
So nice.
Yeah, I'm super nice. I don't do that all the time. I just did it yesterday. But it was interesting because literally 10 minutes later, my mom calls me and she has had a horrible stomach virus for like 5 days and was just getting over it. And she had a doctor's appointment to go to. And she was like, what are you doing? Do you think you could go with me? Because she just didn't feel herself enough to be able to pay attention really to maybe what the doctor was saying. And it ended up being my whole day really.
Wow.
Because I went and got, we went there, dealt with the doctor. Then I took her to lunch after.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. And I thought, oh, isn't that interesting? I made that request and then life brought it in for me.
Yeah.
And it's just a great way to go through life. Think about if everyone woke up and said, how can I serve someone today?
Yeah.
What good can I put out into the world today? And that in itself gives me some sort of a purpose for the day. Yeah. Anyway, I really liked that. So now let's look at the core math. I don't do math, so hopefully this makes sense.
Me either.
But Arthur Brooks has a formula that flips traditional success completely on its head. It's called the math of wanting less. Ooh. So most high achievers think satisfaction is adding things, addition, right?
Yeah.
They think satisfaction equals what you have plus what you want.
Yeah.
But that, as we know, is not true. More money, more trophies, more followers, more status does not equal more satisfaction or happiness. Actually, most of the time it means the opposite, I feel
crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Because it's all external. You don't really have control over it.
Well, you're seeking validation and fulfillment.
Yeah, external validation. Yeah.
So that's an inside job.
Yes, exactly. So Brooks' math problem is a fraction. Satisfaction equals what you have divided by what you want. Now, I was having a hard time with that.
Okay.
Because division. But when I thought of it as satisfaction equals what you have over what you want. Because, a division, there's a numerator.
Yeah, so if you like 1 to 1.
Yeah, over it. I was like, okay.
That equals like a whole.
Yeah, I can make sense
not
of
a
that.
whole, H-O-L-E, but a whole, W-H-O-L-E.
Yes. Yeah. So to stay anything but mid, you want to stop focusing entirely on that, increasing that top number, what I have. You need to start actively shrinking. I'm sorry, wait. Let me say that again. You have to stop focusing entirely on increasing the top number, the numerator. You need to start actively shrinking the bottom number. Right. So instead of putting all of your focus on what I have and how do I get more, focus on what I don't need. What can I do without?
Well, you want to feel like you have more than you want, right? So I think the equation is like if you want more than you have, you're going to be unhappy. That number of satisfaction is 0.05 or whatever.
Yes.
So
it's gratitude.
Right.
Sitting
if you
in gratitude
have
for what
more
you
than
have.
you want, then you are looking at, let's see, if it's a 2/1, one goes into 2 twice. So you're doubly happy, right? Like you're doubly satisfied because you have way more than you want. And so like that is the trick, right?
Yeah. You're trying to decrease what you want.
Yes. Decreasing what you want, wanting less than you have. So like just that's why gratitude is such a hack for that. Then you're just focusing on what you're grateful for. And you're like, damn, I have so much. I'm so lucky. And then your satisfaction rating goes through the roof.
Yeah, exactly. And then you realize you don't need a lot. I feel stressed.
With too much stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I get caught in this thing of, no, I need more stuff. And then it just stresses me out.
Yes.
It's like a cycle. So just sitting in that top number of what I have enough.
I have too many sunglasses, for instance. And today I was looking at all of these sunglasses because I like to put them on when I film or whatever.
I was going to say.
And I was like, I have too many. And when I go to decide what to wear,
it's too much.
Too overwhelming.
Yeah.
And then I'm unhappy. And I was like, I thought of my child, Sydney. Sydney has like one pair of sunglasses and they're just a good basic. And Sid always looks cool. And I'm like, I want to be like that. And
but
so
you also
I need to just select a really good choice and then
Yeah.
just be happy with that.
I don't think you have to go that minimalistic.
Okay.
I think you could probably pick 3 pairs. How many pairs do you have?
Too many to count. So,
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of, maybe bringing down your options a little bit. But that's part of your...
It is.
You like to change your style up, and
I
it's
know,
fun.
but sometimes it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming. So I have to sort of choose a path and stick with it for about a month.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, well, they say a habit is formed in...
Well, I mean, I just
31
choose a
days.
style. Like my nails right now are really crazy. And so I'm doing some color blocking.
yes.
And so that's kind of what I'm going with right now. And that gives me some direction.
What do you mean
But
color blocking?
We have ventured into, I don't know what we're talking about right now. Can we please get back to the subject?
Okay, sorry.
Now I'm lost.
All right, we're going to go back. Basically,
the equation.
All
I like
of
the
this
equation.
to say, what's in the portfolio. Invest in your portfolio. I've given you what you need to feed the 4 pillars in that portfolio. And now we have a plan for your daily including those things.
Okay.
And once you get back, kind of what we were just saying a second ago, once you get into that routine, maybe if you do it every day for 30 days, then it just becomes habit, and you don't have it becomes seamless. You're not even thinking about it anymore, and you will be so much happier in your life.
Yeah. It's that easy. It's that easy.
It's
like
that
that's
easy.
pretty fucking easy.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's pretty fucking easy. Like, really, we're not asking you to go like study biohacking and implement all this shit.
We're not asking
really,
you to take 20 different horse pills a day.
No, it's putting your phone down. It's like, it's focusing on gratitude, wanting less stuff. Like, it's so crazy.
It's
right?
having a mentality of what good can I put in the world today, instead of what can the world do for me today.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a mindset. So I'm excited.
It's a mindset. I mean, it's like so interesting.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Yeah. So you're welcome, everyone. We're
It's
geniuses.
so good. It's so good.
So thanks to Arthur Brooks, my new bestie. I'm sure he's going to see this and want to get in touch.
I'm sure he will.
Send me a text.
Although that's looking for external.
I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm happy with no contact. Anyway, there you go. I hope you can take some of this and start as soon as possible. Start right now.
I've already been. This has been a great series, and I feel like I've retained a ton of it.
Yes.
Thank you for the review today. I feel like that was helpful.
Yes.
But it really makes me think a lot. I mean, I'm making changes on my own show, and a lot of it is based in this because I think that I've been in that mindset of constantly searching for the next biohack, the next thing that's going to move the needle on our own health. And you know what? It's not outside of us. It is an inside job, like I said.
Yeah.
It is about doing these little things and getting consistent with them, even considering it an experiment. And like, that's going to make a difference.
I think it's very timely too, because in your midlife, at least I'll speak for myself, my kids are grown and on their own. You know, they're in college. They still need me, but I'm not doing daily things for them. I'm not caring for them like I did when they were younger. And my husband has passed away. And so things have shifted for me, and I feel a little lost, and I start to compare myself with other people out in the world, or like, what am I doing with my life? You know, I have no value kind of sometimes. Well, I mean, I'm just saying this is something that I think a lot of people, when the kids all go away, you all of a sudden, your main purpose or drive, it has flown away, and you have to regroup, and it can be very depressing, and you're like, how am I gonna, where am I gonna get my purpose, my meaning? And if you can just sit in this little protocol, your brain's not gonna have time to go anywhere like that, because you're going to sit, you're going to be in awe of the world, you're going to connect with other people, you're going to go out into the world and say, where can I serve today? What good can I bring? And that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do every day. I don't need to be like some, incredible scientist or doctor, or I mean, I don't have to have like some crazy career to be valuable in the world. I can just go out and be kind, and that's enough. Anyway.
It is enough. It is enough. And it's about that mindset. One of my dad's favorite quotes was, to know that one life has breathed easier because of you is to have succeeded.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing. I don't know who said it, but it's so true, right? And so like change your mindset around what success even is.
Yeah.
And like it's like helping someone.
Yeah. Get off your phone.
Right.
Except for when you're listening to us.
I mean, I do try to help with my phone. I'm like, I'm trying to be conscious about my social media. I don't focus on the negative, and I'm constantly trying to put out things that help people. So I'm like, trying to use that for good too.
Yeah.
And here we are. Look at this. So thank you for being here. Email us at anythingbutmidpodcast@gmail.com if you have a mid moment or something that you want to share.
Yeah,
or a
just
topic
reach
you want us
out.
to cover.
Connect.
Reach out. Please.
Connect with
we love
us.
you. Follow us. And of course, as always, do what you want.